Hey, everyone. Welcome to mini readings with yours truly, Auntie Karen. How are you guys doing? Welcome. Hello. I hope you guys are doing good today. Uh, if you would like a reading and you have not gotten on the list, we still do have some availability. The list is right there that we have so far, but all the information that you need is pinned at the top of this chat. It's also here on the rolling banner as well. Welcome in. I hope everybody's doing good. While we give everybody a minute to get in, I'm going to go ahead and clear some energy. We do this with mini readings. It's just a thing we do while we're live. Here we go. All right. Hello, Pink. How you doing? You are first on the list, my love. How you doing today? Good to see you, beautiful. I think we're getting an update on the Pisces, if I remember correctly. I saw your email. Let me go and get that real quick. As the Pisces. Yep, we're going to get the current energy towards you, current feelings, what's to come, and all that sort of thing. Yes, ma'am. All right. Let's see what we got, Pink. Let's see what we got. I'll go ahead and get started. I'm glad you're doing good. All right. Let's get started, Miss Pink. Let's see what's up. All right, here we go, Pink. Give me an update on S the Pisces toward Pink the Leo. Hey, Thavy. How you doing? You asking my name, Thavy? My name is Karen. But they call me Auntie Karen. I thought you knew that, Thavy. Anyway, give me the S the Pisces, please. Give me an update on S the Pisces toward Pink the Leo. So let's see what's going on in the energies right now. Oh, okay. I gotcha. And you can do that too. People call me AK, Auntie K, Karen, anything like that. Hey, Janice, how you doing? But some people do call me Enchanted. That's fine too. Give me S the Pisces toward Pink the Leo. S the Pisces toward Pink the Leo. S the Pisces toward Pink the Leo. Here we go. S the Pisces, please, toward Pink the Leo. Give me an update, please. Let's see what's going on here. S the Pisces toward Pink the Leo. Hey, Charisse. Let's see what's up. Oh, Lord. Knight of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, hold on a minute. I'm going to see why that Seven of Pentacles is here in the reverse. It's kind of like there's very slow momentum towards you, but then why is the Seven of Pentacles here? In the reverse, why? Hey, Mocha Drop. How you doing? Hey, Diana. King of Swords. You know, we have talked about this Pisces arguing with themselves, haven't we? Now that I think about it, now I'm sitting here looking at this and I'm saying this Pisces is arguing with themselves. I think I've said that about this Pisces before. Have I not, Pink? The Pisces argues with themselves. Here's what I've got. The Pisces thinks about moving towards you. It's very slow, methodical, cautious, but stable. But then the Pisces says, oh, no, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, see? The Pisces then talks themselves out of it and says, if you did this, it'd be like a waste of time. Head over heart decision here with the King of Swords. Interesting that a Pisces does that. But, you got to look at their whole chart sometimes, right? But it's kind of like this Pisces chooses to listen to logic over their emotion. Now, what's interesting is we've got both the Star and the Devil card. I want to know why that's here. That Devil card can be here for so many different reasons. And the Star, it's like this Pisces can't give up hope on this thing, at least not right now with the Star card here. But yeah, Eight of Wands, the Hierophant. Why is the Devil card here? Pisces, this is crazy. Pink, let me ask you a question. And I know we've talked about this Pisces a lot. Do you feel, hey, Blair. Oh, honey, we just got on a minute ago. You're fine. Pink, what I want to ask you is, energetically, it looks like this Pisces obsessively thinks about this. Like it stays on this Pisces mind. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Pink, or not. It stays on this Pisces mind. The Pisces feels like eventually you guys will be together. All right. There's too much here. But for some reason, in the moment, just talks themselves out of it. I don't know if this Pisces feels like there's a timing thing or there's some insurmountable thing that's got to be overcome. There's a small possibility this is talking about some sort of bad habit that this Pisces might have that he wants to overcome first. The Pisces might want to overcome first. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it's like this. But at the same time, it's like I don't really get brooding over it, but definitely arguing over it in the Pisces mind. Definitely arguing. And it's like this Pisces feels like, yes, going back and forth. Yes, exactly. Now, the energy that I'm getting right now is the argument. It does go back and forth in this Pisces mind, but it's more about not now, but someday we'll be together. Not now, but someday we'll be together. It doesn't make sense for me to do anything right now, but someday we'll be together. And let me just caution you about this, Pink. I always tell people whenever we see this in readings, and I do see this sometimes with people, I don't want you to put your life on hold for this person. But it looks as though the Pisces is leaning more towards feeling like, wanting to reach out to you and wanting something with you. And it looks pretty serious. There's a deep soul bond here. That's probably why you feel this thing so damn strongly with the Hierophant, Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. Pisces is very invested in this thing. When I use the term very invested, they give a shit. Okay. They give a fuck, right? They give a lot of fucks, right? Whenever I say they're very invested, they freaking care. Okay. I don't know if that kind of makes sense to explain when I say they're very invested. It's like they're deeply rooted in this thing, if that makes any sense to you. Right? Why is the Three of Cups here in the reverse? Ten of Swords in the reverse. Pisces also, I think Pisces, one thing Pisces may worry about, if you guys had problems in the past with arguments and such, that's one thing that is on the Pisces mind. Arguments, bitterness, saltiness, that sort of thing. The Pisces does not want to see that happen again. I do see that as a concern, or doesn't want a repeat of the same problems, I guess is the best way to put it. Okay. That's one thing that this Pisces does not want to see happen, is for you guys to have a similar uh, problem that you had in the past. All right. Um, but you've got minor arcana supporting this, but your major arcanas here are supporting things like soul bond, future, one day you'll be together kind of thing. And then there are minor arcana that support that. Okay. The energies of the day, which is kind of interesting. That's like what's going on today, are all the minor arcana, the first three that I pulled. And it's like there's such an urge to move towards you with stability, slow and steady, but stable. And then at the same time, the argument. This doesn't make sense right now. The timing, even the Seven of Pentacles, it's in the reverse. It's almost like, and that's a card about divine timing. It's almost like the Pisces in their mind feels like the timing is wrong for this or something. And that's what I see here, love. So I hope that gives you a little bit of clarity. I do feel, Pink, that the energy on this thing has shifted some. I do feel that from the last time we discussed this. And more from back and forth to someday, if that makes sense. And yeah, there's definitely been a shift in the energy, if that makes sense. Definitely. So I hope that gives you, yeah, I do see a shift. It's like the Pisces has come to the conclusion that you guys are soulmates, right? And I know we have a lot of soulmates, but you know what I'm saying, right? Uh, I mean, I've got cards like the Hierophant, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, there's some pretty, and the Star card. I mean, there's some pretty significant energy here. And, you know, and a lot of the cards would speak to fatedness, the Four of Wands. I know we've seen that before in this thing. So it's like the Pisces has decided. Yeah, I do think that waffling will end. I really do. I'm going to give you some good old-fashioned energy advice that I don't know if you have ever heard me talk about this, and I may have told you this before, I don't know. But one thing that is pretty cool about energy behavior is you can, if you withdraw your energy and your thoughts and your focus to yourself, that creates like a vacuum and it pulls other energy toward you. So there's a possibility that could help things along. Aaron Doughty talks about that a lot on his channel. Yes, exactly. Yeah, those two fish in the Pisces thing. Pisces and Gemini are very different, but we have some similarities because we're both mutables, Pisces and Gemini. I think personally of all the mutable, believe it or not, Pisces and Gemini and Sagittarius are on the same axis. And we do have a lot in common with Sagittarius. We have some differences and we have some similarities, a lot, and on the surface, when you're talking to a Gemini and you're talking to a Sagittarius, they're much more alike than when you're talking to a Gemini and you're talking to a Pisces. But below the surface, there are some similarities in those two signs, right? So, there's commonality, I guess, between all of them. But Aries is cardinal. Aries is cardinal. Yes, you can do, and there's a lot of different ways, Thavy. That's a great question. She says, is it possible for when you are reading their energy can be one way, and when you pull your energy, you're like you are telling Pink, yeah, yeah, like Pink could do some energy work. And this is kind of like a very elementary form of energy work. Okay. And I'm going to be real with you. Witches do energy work. That's what we do. Okay. And this is, you can call it what you want. We're always manifesting. It's just that some of us are more of an awareness. But we're shifting energy. And yes, that can cause things to change around you. Sometimes you don't want to out and out fuck with somebody's free will. What you're doing is rolling out the red carpet for them to do it, but you're ultimately leaving this choice up to them. So that is more, in my opinion, more ethical and, kind of thing. So if that makes sense. But yeah, Aries is mutable. Leo is fixed. I cannot speak for, I would never try to speak for all of the other mutable signs, but personally for partnerships, I like fixed energy a lot. And I'm very mutable in my chart. Very mutable. And I like the groundedness, that fixed energy. I like Leos, I like Taurians, I like Scorpios and Aquarius. They are different. They think differently. The way that they make decisions is different, but it makes sense to me. I can at least follow their logic, right? It's like I get their rules. I'm like, okay, I gotcha. Right. It's like we can vibe, we can do this, right? But yeah, I mean, the whole point of tarot, Thavy, is to tell you where things are headed so that you can, if you want to, do the energy work to make the changes as best you can, right? I heard that, Pink. I love doing that. But anyway, I hope that gave you some clarity, my love. I hope that helped you. We went a little more in depth, but I just felt like it was in order. All right. Up next is Rochelle. Up next is Rochelle. Rochelle is, oh, this is Mocha. Hey, beautiful. All right. Virgo, dealing with a Scorpio. Whoa, look at that. Oh. What? Mocha. Okay, let's find out about Edward. And then let's look at this new job opportunity. All right, my love, let's see what's going on with Edward the Scorpio toward you next year, in the next year. Edward the Scorpio toward Mocha the Virgo. Edward toward Mocha. Edward toward Rochelle the Virgo. Edward the Scorpio toward Rochelle the next year. What do we see here? What do we see here? What do we see here? Next year, the next year. Edward toward Rochelle the Virgo. Edward the Scorpio toward Rochelle the Virgo over the next year. He's not going anywhere, but he's got some fears. He's got some fears. I don't see him leaving and going anywhere, but he's got some fears. I'm going to delve into this. He's got the Tower reversed here. He's a little bit nervous about stuff. A little bit nervous. He may want to get to know you a little better with the Queen of Wands coming up in the reverse. you know, but he's not going anywhere with the Ten of Swords in reverse. He's not going to do that. Oh, he's a widower. Okay, I got you. You know, he's worried about that. He doesn't want to move too fast. That's the issue. Two of Pentacles in reverse. He don't want to move too fast. You know, he does want to marry you, though. He does want to marry you. I can tell you that. The outcome is the Hierophant. But I don't know. I do think he wants to marry you, Mocha. That is literally the marriage card. I don't know if it's going to be this year, though. And it did come out. But I think he's going through some machinations in his brain. Do you know what I mean? He's got to reconcile the his late wife. I mean, I've got the Queen of Wands reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, clarifying that. And he doesn't want to move too fast. I don't know how long it's been. That Two of Pentacles in reverse, he doesn't want to make a quick decision. He's not going anywhere. I do think he's going to ask you, but I don't know if it's going to be this year. I don't know if it's going to be this year. Let's get a little more. Give me a little more on this year. Straight and to the point. Straight and to the point. Without a lot of, we got the bullshit. We don't need any more bullshit. We just need to know the answer. Straight and to the point. It's been 2 years. Okay. Okay. That kind of makes sense with what I'm seeing here. He loves the shit out of you. Yep. Let me say this. I got the other marriage card and the love card, the Queen of Cups and the Four of Wands. Here's what I think, Mocha. I think there is a good chance that he's going to start talking about it, and he may already be. It's in his brain. I can tell you that right now. It's in his brain, or it will be in this next year. I think he's going to talk about it. I think there's a good possibility he will propose. If not, he's real close and he'll start talking about it. He'll start having those conversations, the kind, life partner type conversations that you have with people before you pop the question. And he may already be doing that, Mocha. He may already be doing that with what I'm seeing here. I believe you guys. I believe, though, that he's going to pop the question. I just don't know for sure if it's going to be this year. I think there's a good possibility. I don't want to go out on a limb, but I would say probably 18 months. How about that? But, oh, really? Okay, good. He probably told you he loves you to death. He does. Queen of Cups is a very sweet love. That's a very sweet love. And of course, the Four of Wands and the Hierophant, both. I mean, the Hierophant is the literal marriage card. Four of Wands is definitely, life partner material, can be marriage, happy home, happy family. So that came out, when I was, that Queen of Cups and Four of Wands, when I said, all right, give me the straight up. So I feel like there's a good possibility. That's so sweet. I love that very healthy love we have. That is so sweet. And Mocha Drop, I'm so happy for you. I am so flipping happy. I freaking love that for you. You deserve all the good stuff. I love that so much. And I get where he's coming from, with the time. But he loves you. But I bet you knew that. But the cards say it too. So I love that. I love that. That is just the sweetest. The Queen of Cups is like an unconditional, it's just a sweet love. It's very pure. Hey, Rosebud. It's very pure. It's a very pure love, if that makes sense. All right, let's look at this job situation. Let me look at the question again. The salary I'm requesting with my new job opportunity. And congratulations on the new job opportunity. Let's see what we got. The other card that compares to the Queen of Cups as far as purity and just sweetness is the Six of Cups. Both of those, and I'll tell you why. I'll give you the backstory. Now, both of those, especially in romance readings, they have to do with romantic love. But the Queen of Cups is it is the level of love that a mother feels for her child. Unconditional, right? And the Six of Cups is the childlike, naive love before we knew that the world could be mean. So both of those are pure, but in different ways, if that makes sense, right? So anyway, yes, very deep. Yeah. So I wanted to put that in context for you. I think that's very sweet love. But and there's a soul bond between you two, but with that Four of Wands, yeah. But I love that you're claiming it already. Let's see about this interview Friday and if she'll get the money she wants. Let's see if Rochelle, the Virgo, is going to get the money she wants. Let's see what we got. Will she get the money she wants from this thing? How does this thing look for Friday? How does this thing look for Friday? My son-in-law is starting a new job, by the way, tomorrow. Will she get the money she wants? How's this looking? How's this looking? How's this looking for this job interview? How's this looking for Rochelle the Virgo? How's this looking? Thank you. It's a very good opportunity, so he's super excited. And it's like it fell in his lap, Mocha Drop. Why is that? You're going to be successful. You've got success here with the Six of Wands. I don't know if it's here, though. Why is that Strength card here? The Sun card. They're going to take their time. Oh, it's going to, oh, God, Mocha Drop. Girl, you and your Virgo brain, listen. Oh, my God. Look, the Eight of Swords is here, and you know that's the up in your head card. It's going to be a mind fuck because they're going to take their sweet ass time. And you're going to, it's to the point it's going to put you in your head and you're going to be afraid that it's not going to happen. It is, and you're going to get what you want. Literally, Six of Wands and the Sun card and the Empress on the bottom of the deck. But they're going to take their sweet ass time and it is going to drive you freaking nuts. In fact, I'm going to tell you, I think they're going to be, I think in the interview, if they have a poker face, don't let that throw you. Do you know what I mean by a poker face where they seem, where they're hard to read or unenthused? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. You keep doing you keep selling yourself, right? You stay confident. You walk in there confident, all right? But I think they may act unenthused. I think they may hold back from reaction at all. They're going to be hard to fucking read. And you're going to walk out of there going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. If you're not careful, all right? And you know, I know how Virgos overthink. I know this, right? But I want you to remain the attitude that you've said that you're claiming this before it happens. I want you to maintain that attitude, confidence, but not arrogance, right? Confidence, but not arrogance. Know who you are, know what you bring to the table, be self-assured. That's going to help you. And when you walk out of there, this is going to be super hard. Do you know what non-attachment is? It's where you walk out of there going, I'm fine if I don't get that job. I don't need that job. I'm going to be wealthy regardless. Okay. Do you see what I mean? It may be through this job. It may be some other way, but I know I got money coming to me. All right. You be confident. And if they don't see my value, somebody else will, but they will. Okay. They will. And I'm seeing that, but I want you to like the set it and forget it. All right. That's what I'm seeing here. But I think they're going to be hard to read. And Mocha Drop, after Friday, I want to hear from you. And I want you to let me know how that interview goes. And if it comes off like I think it's going to, where they're going to be hard to read, maybe acting unenthused, kind of bullshit. But I do think I'm like Tristan Marie. I feel like you got it. Yes. Okay. Let me hear from you, love. Definitely let me hear from you. Right. I love that. Gosh. Hey, Rosebud 4. So if you have a question, you can get on the list for a mini reading. The list is the information is at the top of this chat. It is thundering here, by the way. Thank you, Mocha, as always. I wish you the very best. Oh, Anastasia booked. I got you after Mandy. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Let me update my list and put it on the screen too. But Mocha, I hope that helped you, love. All right, there we go. Okay, next up is Diana, which I saw Diana pop in earlier. Miss Diana, you are up. Let me go ahead and timestamp for you. Good. I hope so, Mocha Drop. I'm expecting good news. I don't know if you'll have good news immediately because I think they may drag their feet, but you will get good news. I do feel that. I'm doing good, Diana. How are you? So Diana is a Leo Sun, Gemini Moon, Saggy Rising. Fun placements. Dalton. Okay. Let's see about Dalton and see if he's going to chill out and leave you alone after this rejection. And then we're also going to find out about the move. Let's see what we can find out, Diana. Is this ex Dalton going to chill out from Diana and leave her alone? Is Dalton, give me Dalton going forward toward Diana. Will there be anything or not? Will he give this a rest or not? Give me Dalton towards Diana going forward. Give me Dalton towards Diana going forward. Dalton towards Diana going forward. Maybe. Dalton towards Diana going forward. Dalton towards Diana going forward. Dalton towards Diana going forward. He wants you back, but I think he's going to leave you alone. Strength card here. He wants your ass back. He's very stuck on you with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. He's still in love with you, King of Cups here, but the Strength card is here. So it's like he's going to fight those feelings, fight those urges, and hold back. He's telling me he don't want to push you into anything. He's very hung up on you, though. God, he's saying, I don't want to push her into anything she doesn't want. That's what he's saying. So I'm going to hold back. I'm going to hold myself back. And it's literally like an internal battle to do so. But he does very much have love for you. He's going to keep tabs on you. You know, but I ultimately think he's going to fight the urge, and the urges are strong. The urges are strong. So I hope that gave you some clarity on that, Diana. Let's find out about this move. Let's find out about this move, Miss Diana, and see what we can find out for you. With my dad and sister, how does this move look for Diana with the dad and sister? How does this move look for Diana? Good, good. How does this move look for Diana with the dad and sister? How does this move look for Diana with the dad and the sister, please? How does this look for the dad and the sister? How does this look? How does this look? How does this look with the dad and sister? How does this look with the dad and sister? The move. How does this look going forward? Lots of work. Lots of work. 9 of Wands here. I mean, it almost looks like this is a short-term solution and it's for financial, but I don't know that this is going to be, I don't know. This doesn't look like it's going to be a real good situation. I kind of feel like if there are old family patterns, they're going to continue. Okay. I worry about that for you. If there are old family patterns that may be toxic or draining, you may be putting yourself back in that environment. I feel like, and I don't feel like financially this is going to go as well for you as you think it might. I think you're doing this out of some sort of fear. And, you know, maybe for the short term, but I kind of feel like you're going to have to maintain your privacy. You're going to have to maintain your boundaries with that 4 of Pentacles here. That's going to be real important. I just get some toxic patterns emerging. Okay, I gotcha. Let's see what we have here. I think the situation may be unstable, and I don't know if there is a person that is volatile or if it's just the situation or if just this is financially, you know, but it's shaky. It's real House of Cards like, you know, Hermit reversed, 4 of Wands. It ain't gonna be happy. 4 of Wands in reverse. Judgment card. Why is the Judgment card here? 8 of Swords, King of Wands. Your sister is financially unstable. Yeah, you're going to have to be careful around her. Okay. I have that you need to be guarded around somebody, maybe more than one, but definitely have some strong boundaries. I don't think it's going to last. I don't feel like this is going to last, and I don't feel like there's stability to it with the 4 of Wands here in the reverse. I'm not sure she can. I'm not sure, and maybe she can pay it. It may not be that she can, but will she? Right. That's another thing. Yeah, I don't get her holding up her end of the bargain. 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles here in the reverse. That may be why that 4 of Wands is here in the reverse. It's just, I don't feel like it's going to last. Queen of Swords in reverse. Ace of Cups in the reverse. I'm telling you, I would, if I were you and I was seeing this, I would try to find another solution for myself. I really would, because I think it could be really tough for you. That's what I got, Diana. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but you asked me for the truth, so I'm going to give it. Yeah, I feel like you'd be better off to do that. I really do, Diana. In this case, I'm going to have to agree with your mom. I think you probably would be well served to look out for yourself, because I think otherwise she's going to stick you with the whole thing. Because, even if her name's on the lease, if she doesn't pay it, they can come after you too for the whole damn thing, right? You're welcome, love. You're welcome, Diana. I hope that helped. You got to keep me posted. You got to keep me posted. Good. 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 I'm glad to hear that. Sharice is up next. Hey, Sharice, how are you doing? Sharice is a Leo asking about Ramon the Gemini and how he is feeling about things right now, about her. Let's see what's up, Sharice, with Ramon. Hey, beautiful. Let's see what we got, love. A little nervous. That's fair. I always tell people not to be nervous, but I know when I'm getting a reading, I get nervous. So that's fair, right? It's easy for me to say don't be nervous because I do this all the time. But when you're on the other side of the table, I get that. So, but don't be nervous. Nothing to be nervous about. Give me Ramon the Gemini towards Sharice the Leo. Give me Ramon the Gemini towards Sharice the Leo. Yeah. You can, Diana. Give me Sharice. Give me Ramon the Gemini. Give me Ramon the Gemini. Give me Ramon the Gemini towards Sharice the Leo. Give me Ramon the Gemini towards Sharice the Leo. Ramon the Gemini towards Sharice the Leo. Let's see what we got, love. 9 of Swords. Lord, that's 6 of Cups. 6 of Swords. He's trying to move on. He's trying to move on, but. Is he a June Gemini, by the way, Sharice? Because I got 2 6s here. Just curious. The 9 of Swords, such a Gemini card, up in his head. This, I believe, shut up. June 6th. I've got 6 6. Like, look, you think I'm kidding you? 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords. Here's what I think. I think your Gemini is a bit of a runner. Avoidant, possibly. With the 9 of Swords, Gemini fears abandonment. I know, right, Pink? Gemini fears abandonment. 9 of Swords. Does the Gemini have feelings for you? You damn right. Soul bond. Sharice, were you here earlier when I was talking about, I was doing Mocha Drops reading, and I differentiated between the Queen of Cups, which is what came out in her reading, and the 6 of Cups. Were you here when I differentiated? Okay, you've got the 6 of Cups, which is that purity that sweetness, right? So there's a deep soul bond here. There's also love, but he's trying to move on. He's trying to move on. He may be a little bit of a runner. Yeah, and it's funny that would have come up and that I would have even thought to mention the Six of Cups. But the way that I read, I mean, and all the cups are different ways, they are nice. But the way that I read, those two are like such pure forms of emotion, right? It's just very, very sweet. The Queen of Cups is associated with Cancer energy. The Six of Cups associated with Scorpio energy. Not that, but I want more on this. He may be trying to run from this. He thinks about you a lot, though. I can tell you that with the Six of Cups. But I'm gonna get a little bit more on this, Cherise. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, Temperance. He tries to run from it, but he's still got Lord, he's still got one foot in this thing. And the King of Cups is here. He cannot, it's like he can't get you off it. That's why the Nine of Swords, he can't get you off his mind. The problem is, I do think he's trying to run from this thing. But he feels so tied to you with the Hierophant, King of Cups, King of Wands. Why is the Three of Cups here in the reverse? Why is the Three of Cups here in the reverse? Nine of Cups, because he doesn't know what he wants. He does, but he doesn't. Chariot, Nine of Cups, both in the reverse. I think he's stuck on stupid right now. I hate to say that. You've known each other 20 years. Wow. Gemini loves the crap out of you. Loves the crap out of you. Gemini doesn't know what they want. It's kind of like I get this energy here that the Gemini knows that if they're with you, it's for life. And that scares this Gemini. This Gemini is like, do I want that? Do I want to be, do I want to be committed like that? It's like the Gemini feels like if you guys, I know, I get that. I think if it was anybody, it would be you, and it may be you, but I kind of feel like at the moment, Gemini is running from things. Gemini thinks about this constantly. And, as a Mercury person, I'm a Gemini too. It's very hard for me to explain what a Mercury brain is like whenever it's constantly focused on one thing. Yeah, you're not crazy. He is thinking about you, Cherise. Very much so. Very much so. And I really think he's stuck on stupid right now. Nine of Cups, he goes back and forth on this thing. Nine of Cups in reverse, he goes back and forth on this thing. Mostly toward you. But I think right now he's in this energy of not doing much. Will he do something in the future? Let me just do this. You're welcome, Cherise. I'm going to see what his future actions will be toward you. Is he going to act on this? Is he going to act? Yeah, he's going to stand on business. Damn. Emperor, Four of Wands. He going to get up. Now, Cherise, I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody. Do not dare put your life on hold, my love. And did you hear what I was telling Pink about the energy, pulling back your energy? That will help. Watch those Aaron, you and Pink. I don't know if Pink's still here. Both of y'all need to watch those Aaron Doughty. Go binge on his channel about how that works. This is his name. That's how his channel name. He's got like a bajillion subscribers. He's huge. And he's very good at explaining energy behavior. Yes, thou shalt not put your life on hold. Exactly. 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 And that doesn't mean you move on to somebody else. You are okay. So you thought so. You know, then you've probably heard him talk about that energy work that I was referring to earlier when I was talking about it to Pete. He does a better job of explaining it because that's his bailiwick, you know. And I do. I mean, it's I understand it, but for me to sit and explain it like he does, it would take you know the length of time it takes for him to explain it. And he does a great job of explaining it. He is. He's very wise. Very wise. I haven't watched his channel in a while, but I'm a big fan. I mean, in that I believe what he, you know, I believe in what he's his teachings, right? And everything I've heard him talk about made sense to me. It resonated with me and I agreed with it, if that made sense. So you're welcome. Thank you, Cherise. Next up is Blair. Let me pull Blair's question up. Blair the Libra. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with Blair. It's thundering here, y'all, and it's off in the distance. But if for some reason it gets bad and I were to lose power, I'll come back on as soon as I can, just so y'all know. But Blair is up next. Blair is Sagittarius Leo rising. Current vibe check on Enjoy show, specifically Walt. Sponsorship with Caribbean Breeze. Walt is a Libra too. Current energies on home for sale. Take it off, leave it on, whatever comes out. Let's see what we can find out for you, Blair. Oh, okay, Diana. I'll see. It'll probably come through and I'll probably get I think I got a notification a second ago, so I'll double check in a second, love. All right, Blair. What's going on with Walt in this sponsorship toward Caribbean Breeze? What's going on with Walt and this sponsorship toward Caribbean Breeze toward Enjoy? What about this sponsorship with Walt for Enjoy Caribbean Breeze? What about that? What about that? What about this sponsorship? What are the energies around that? What's going on in Walt's brain with this? What's going on in Walt's brain with this? Cherise, thank you, babes. Thank you for that 20. You're so sweet. I appreciate you. Page of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Wands here in the reverse and the Knight of Swords here in the reverse? I don't like that. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. I bet you felt that. I bet you felt that with this, Blair. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. I think at one point, Walt may have abandoned the idea and then is reconsidering it. That may be what you don't know. That may be what's been going on behind the scenes. Yeah, that's why he's been holding back. There's something here. He's afraid that it won't, he's afraid that it will not take off. That's his issue. Strength card, Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. That's why he's holding back. I don't think he wants to tell you this. It's like he goes back and forth on his mind. He abandons the idea and then he reconsiders it. That's what's going on. And I don't think he's telling you any of this. I think that's why the Knight of Swords is here in the reverse. I've got the Page of Pentacles here. I think I want to see what the outcome on this thing is, Blair, how things look energetically as far as where they'll go. But that's his fear. And that's what I'm getting here. Let's see ultimately how this is going to play out. How is this going to play out ultimately with this sponsorship for Enjoy? How is this going to play out for this sponsorship? How is this going to play out for this sponsorship? How is this going to play out for the sponsorship? How is this going to play out for the sponsorship? How is this going to play out for the sponsorship? Ultimately, how is this going to play out? How is this going to play out ultimately? Ultimately, it's going to come through. Ultimately, it's going to come through. You got good news coming in. It's going to make you super happy. I see it happening. But I think behind the scenes, there's been a lot of machinations going on that you didn't know about and they didn't let you know about. They were worried that this was not a good idea. I keep getting that Devil card. I'm going to be real with you. Here's what I keep getting. They want to make sure that it's going to be in their best financial interest to do it. They're really looking at it from the standpoint of, is this good for us? Is this going to make us money? Is this going to make me money? Is this going to be a good idea? And I get that business is business. And, if this was a love reading, I'd be like, fuck this. But I get it. It's business, right? But ultimately, I think it's going to work out in your favor. I think that's why that Page of Pentacles came in, which is, that's good news of a financial nature. But there was a lot going on behind the scenes that they've not told you was going on. And probably, and I'm glad, it's kind of funny that you told me he's a Libra. I'm glad you did. He does not want to tell you what's going on. He's hoping he's got good news to tell you and that he doesn't have to give you bad news, right? And that's probably why he's not said a lot, right? Or not let you know that all this is going on. He doesn't want unnecessary confrontation, disappointment on your part, right? But ultimately, I think they may have looked at doing some other things and decided not to do those other things. I think they looked at several different ideas outside of Enjoy about how to direct that energy, that financial support, if you will. But that's what I got. That's what I got, Blair. That's what I got. I hope that helps you. Let's get your other question. Oh, it was about the house sale. The home sale. Let's see what we can find out for you here. The economy has really been unpredictable as of late. How do things look for Blair to have her house on the market? How does this look for Blair to have her house on the market? How do things look for Blair to have her house on the market? How do things look? How do things look here with her house on the market? How do things look? Ten of Wands in reverse, the Hierophant, the Six of Cups. I think things look good. I almost feel like there is, with that Ten of Wands in reverse, it almost feels like it would relieve a lot of pressure if you sold the house or take a lot off of you stress-wise. We got the Hierophant and the Six of Cups. I mean, it looks like it's, that you're moving in the right direction by leaving it on the market. And that it would take a lot of responsibility off of you. I almost get that it would take a lot of headaches or stress or responsibility off of you. Maybe even, just pressure in general. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I got. Let's see what else. Page of Wands. Yeah, it's very freeing. It's going to free you. You are going to absolutely find freedom. Now, I do feel like this. I am getting a second message, and this part of this was in that jumper that I saw, and part of that is here. It may take a minute for you to get what you want. Hold out for what you want. Hold your ground when it comes to what you want financially. You are going to get what you want, but I do think you'll have people lowballing you with ridiculously stupid offers. And don't do it for that. You don't have to. Don't do it for that. All right. Yeah. Make it plain, make it clear, I don't have to leave. I don't have to sell this house. I'm not pressured to sell this house. I can stay here. I'm not in any position where I got to leave, which is true, right? But yeah, make it, put the onus on what they don't know won't hurt them. If that makes sense. But that's what I got. The Star card. You're moving towards your future. I love that. Check people out too. Really check behind people. I don't know if that makes sense. I know selling is different, but still, just make sure that you, dot all your I's and cross all your T's, and make sure you have maybe even a second eye look over things for you in the deal, if that makes sense. That's the energy that I'm picking up for you, Blair. So I hope that helps you, my love. I hope that helps you. She may have stepped out because she wasn't talking to me, but she'll let me know if she comes back. But thank you again, Charisse. Thank you again for that. I got you, Diana. Your question will be after Anastasia. All right. Give me just a second, y'all. Are y'all here? Hey, Wounds to Wisdom. How you doing? Oh, well, thank you for that. Let's see what's up. Are you Wounds to Wisdom? Give me just a second, y'all. All right. And then let's update after Anastasia is Diana. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Miss Vanessa. All right. And Vanessa is an Aquarius with a Virgo moon, Pisces rising. He's a Virgo sun. My partner and I are not on the best terms. I feel like he's an avoidant because when I try to communicate, he shuts down. I'm not sure if it's because of an ex or if he's emotionally unstable. So we want to see what's going on here. Right. Right, Wounds to Wisdom. We're going to see what's going on here. He's a Virgo sun. Let's see what we can find out for you. What's going on in communication with this Virgo sun toward Vanessa? What's going on here? What's going on here with this Virgo partner of Vanessa's? The star. What's going on with this Virgo toward Vanessa, please? Give me some clarity on what's going on in this Virgo's head. Why is he shutting down? What's going on in this Virgo's head? Why is this Virgo shutting down whenever she is trying to open up communication? Why is he shutting down? Why is he shutting down? Why is he shutting down? Why is he shutting down here? King of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Swords. You're right about the fears. Definitely has fears of opening up. I'm not sure why the King of Pentacles is here in the reverse. The World. So it's almost like with the King of Pentacles here in the reverse and the World card, it's almost like if the conversation has to do with taking things up to the next level or just being together or whatever, it's almost like this Virgo is feeling this thing is like a responsibility. The Virgo feels like there's this responsibility that he would have to take care of not only himself, but you too. And he's afraid that he couldn't. He's afraid that he couldn't. He's afraid that he wouldn't be able to be stable enough to hold things down for you. And he's afraid of opening up. That's why the King of Swords is here in the reverse. Nine of Swords, fears. The avoidant part, you're spot the hell on. But it's almost like, people are avoidant for many different reasons. It's like in this case, he's trying to avoid the weight, the responsibility, because he feels like he can't or doesn't want that heaviness. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Doesn't want that heaviness. Let's get a little more. Let's get a little more on this, Vanessa. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. What's crazy? He sees himself being your life partner, but not right now, down the road. He just wants to take a little longer. He sees you as his life partner. But he just wants to know, he just wants to, it's like, there's a lot he wants to tell you and open up to you about. There's a lot you don't know. And I don't think it's necessarily bad, at least not now. But I kind of feel like, some of this is, if she knew the real me, if she knew everything about me, she would freak out. It would blow her fucking mind, right? And I kind of think it may be skeletons in the closet. I think it's things in the past. And I think he's afraid if you find out about those, or you got to know the real him, whichever it is, and maybe a little bit of both of that you would reject him. He may feel like you wouldn't trust him over some things in his past. He thinks it would sabotage it if he told you all this stuff now, but he sees himself being with you forever. He sees himself marrying you. I get that he's going to open up to you. High Priestess in the reverse. I think he's got things that he's keeping under his hat that he's not told you. And I think he will open up about those things. And here's what's interesting about this, Vanessa. I don't feel like he's being shady. I think he's just slow to open up and allow you to be completely transparent and let you see the ugliest parts of him, if that makes sense. And I think there's some things that he's done in his past that he regrets with that Seven of Swords in reverse. I don't see any third party energy here. I don't see any third party energy here. And I don't think he's emotionally unstable either. Now, the only thing I can say, if the ex rejected him for reasons here, for those things, then that could possibly be the way that the ex acted. Do I think he's into the ex? No. I think he sees you as his life partner. The thing is, though, is I think transparency scares the crap out of him. I think he's got things in his past that he's embarrassed about. I think he feels like he wants to open up to you about those things, but not yet. He's not ready to yet. I know. Which, we've all got skeletons, you know. I damn sure do. Emperor. He's going to do it. He's going to stand on business. He's going to do it. It's going to be hard for him. Can I tell you, he's going to be afraid, but he's going to do it. He's going to be afraid. And I tell you, it's going to be a very emotional thing. I don't know what this is, but there's something here that's going to be very emotional for him to talk about. I don't know what it is. Yeah. But for now, mom's the word. He loves you, though. He struggles with emotional intimacy, but he is afraid of losing you. He is afraid of losing you. But I hope that helps you, love. I hope that helps you, Vanessa. I don't think he's emotionally unstable. I think it's that. I think there's something that he feels like if you find out about, you'll reject him. And I think he's afraid. I think he is going to open up to you about it, but I think he's afraid that you're going to find out before he has an opportunity to tell you in the right way or a healthy way or, whatever. Right. And it could be anything. I mean, Vanessa, a lot of times people have things in their past that it's not that they did, it was that done to them, but they're still embarrassed about it. It could be something like that. I don't want to say, or I mean, maybe he did do something that he regrets, but the fact that he regrets it speaks volumes, But that's what I got, love. And I hope that gives you some clarity. I hope that helps you, love. You'll have to let me know. Gotcha. All right. Next up is Anna. Anna Banana. 99 bananas. Let me timestamp for Anna real quick. There she is. Well, I'm honored that you reached out to me to pull cards on your behalf. How about that? Well, thank you for that. Wow. I freaking love Scorpio energy. It's fascinating, so complex. And I think it just fascinates my Gemini brain. But I also have an appreciation for Scorpio energy. It's a very misunderstood sign. I'm sure you've heard me say that before. Scorpitarius. Sagittarius with a Scorpio rising and Venus. Woo, that's some Scorpio energy right there. I love that. I love that. Let's see, Sag. You know what? Your sun is in your second house. Oh, okay. Your sun is in your second house. Do you know there's a little bit of Taurus in you? You're just a little bit Taurian because your sun is in your second house. But you're more Scorpio than anything else. I'm sure you come off very scorpionic. I'd love to know where Pluto is in your chart too, what house. But anyway, all right, let's see what Jay the Aries is doing right now. Let's see here. What's going on with Jay the Aries? Why won't she answer messages from Anna? What's going on with Jay the Aries? Why won't Jay the Aries answer Anna? 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 Hey, Davy. It may have. Let me see. I'll look in a minute, Davy. I haven't seen it come through yet, but it may come through in a minute. What's going on with Jay the Aries toward Anna? Ooh. He didn't want to tell you about a decision he made, or he didn't want to talk about a decision he made that he regrets. He or she. It's a she. I think Jay's a she. I think you said. She didn't want to tell you something. That's why no communicating. Yeah. Holding back. Four of Pentacles. There's a secret here that with the Knight of Swords in reverse, that's why no communication. Two of Pentacles in reverse, there's a decision that she has made that she regrets, that she wants to keep under her hat. She doesn't want you to find out about it. What? All right, we're going to see if we can find out a little more on this decision. What's the Two of Pentacles here about? Why is that here in the reverse? Let's see. She does regret it, but she did something. I don't know if it's a financial decision or what. We're going to find out. I don't know. Yes, in the past. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yes, in the past. Four of Cups. Don't want to lose you. Oh, damn. She feels like you guys will fight. I literally heard this song when I saw that Four of Cups in reverse. She doesn't want you to slip through her fingers, and she feels like you guys would have conflict about it. Five of Wands, she kind of feels like you would hit the roof. Let me tell you what I heard, though. The song that I heard when I laid that Four of Cups in reverse down, don't want to lose you now. Gloria Estefan. What's that song? We're gonna get through somehow. But if you want me, I'll be around. I don't know the name of it, but that's the song. Okay. Um, it is from her past. That's why the Ten of Swords is here in the reverse. And she feels like it would cause conflict between you two. She feels like there's a possibility it would cause her to lose you, and she don't want that. I don't know if that makes sense. God, we're getting crazy stuff tonight. This is similar to what we got with Anna. But it's almost like with that Ten of Swords in reverse, it's almost like, God, my past is going to catch up with me. Only her inner circle knows this, whatever this is. Only her inner circle would know this. King of Pentacles. She's invested in you, in this connection. My God, the Lover's card. She loves the crap out of you. King of Cups. Holy crap-a-roly. She Magician. It's like she wants the opportunity to prove herself before she tells you about it. Page of Swords. She's afraid you're going to find out. She's afraid you are going to find out, and that it's going to be a turnoff. That's what's up. Yeah, Ace of Swords here in the reverse. Five of Swords in the reverse. She's afraid you're going to find out. She has so much respect for you, though. She really does. That's another thing. And I believe that with Scorpios, and I know you're a Sag, but you got a lot of Scorpio energy. Scorpios are they'll forgive a lot. They'll overlook a lot. For the most part, they're really non-judgmental. Where people trip up is lying to Scorpios or deceiving them, but you don't do that. That's the deal breaker with a Scorpio. You can do so many things. A Scorpio will just, in many ways, Scorpios sometimes will let people run over them in a lot of ways, but they don't do betrayals and lies. And I don't think this is a betrayal or a lie, but I think it's something that's happened in the past that she feels like is catching up or going to catch up. You're going to find out. She's nervous as fuck. Is there a possibility? Exactly. This is why I like y'all so much. This is why I like y'all. Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about a ride or die as a friend or a lover, right? Scorpios will be there for you, man. Is there a possibility that she was with someone in the past that she would be embarrassed about you knowing about? Like the relationship that she was in? I don't know if this makes sense or not. It could be something really. Oh, yeah. Let me know, because I kind of think this has to do with, I don't think she cheated. I don't think it's that. But I think that either the type of relationship with or who she was with, I think that's what this is. And I may be wrong about what it is, but there's definitely something here in her past, and I think it's a romantic involvement of some sort. Does she know you know? That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. What? And a banana. What in the heck? I can't believe I got that. And I don't even want, I mean, sometimes the cards talk to me in really strange ways. And I don't, you don't want to put out your business. And I don't want to say exactly, I mean, I would tell you privately what I saw in the cards um, that made me come to that conclusion, but I don't want to say it publicly. And I got my reasons. But, and a banana. I mean, if you don't go leave me a review after this, I'm never speaking to you again, Anna, if you're not going to, if you won't give me a review after this. Do you know how to do that, by the way? If you're a member, are you a member of my loyalty? It's free to join and you can get shut up. Anna, I will tell you. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. It had to do with sexuality. It definitely had to do with sexuality. It definitely had to do with, I didn't know exactly what it was, but it was like, it was something that was different from what she does now, if that makes sense. She doesn't think you know. Oh, she does. Yeah. Well, I don't know. She may not. But Anna, you've got my email. If you'll send me an email, I'll email you and tell you what I saw in the cards. I just don't want to say here. And it's not that it's dirty or anything like that, but I have my reasons. Just trust me on that. She may not. She may feel like you didn't. But Scorpios always put two and two together. Scorpios and Geminis, right? No, it wasn't anything bad. And I'll explain why I didn't want to say it publicly. But that's what I got, Banana. That's what I got, my love. And that's the issue. I don't think she feels like you have put two and two together. But I know you have. Look, let me tell you, I know how people with Scorpio energy are. You start dating somebody, baby, you know their name, rank, and serial number. You have done all the background checks and investigations. You done scanned through that social media. But please, Anna Banana, go leave me a review. Do you know how to do that on mini reads over on my, I know, right? Especially that Scorpio Venus. Yeah, you gonna have to be transparent. Yeah. So what you do is make sure you're in my loyalty program. When you do that, you'll get points for booking this reading. You'll get points for joining the loyalty program, and you'll get points for leaving me a review. And I think between all of that, you may get enough to get $5 off of your next reading. I'm not sure, but you'll have to look and see. I can't, it'll put you close. It'll put you close to that, but you get points for, doing stuff, right? But anyway, that was crazy, Anna. That was crazy how that happened. And like, I don't get stuff like that. Hey, Thavy, let me see. I don't normally get stuff like that in readings, but man, that reached out, that just jumped out at me. And I'm like, what? I didn't know specifically what it was, but I felt like it had to do with something. I knew, okay, let me tell you what I saw, Anna. I felt like it was either a different type of sexuality or like a poly thing or something like that, something different than what you would know about her, if that made sense. I knew it was something like that or poly or something. I knew it was one or the other, or maybe both, right? So I knew it was something, but it wasn't specific enough to tell me, baby, it didn't come through yet, my love. No, I didn't get that. I didn't really get that. I didn't get that. Yeah, I didn't get that. Joanna, yours came through. Joanna just sent one. Davey, yours hadn't come through yet. Davey, does yours come through fast? I can't remember how long it takes for yours to come through, Davey. But it hadn't come through yet. Make sure you got the email, Davey. All right. You know, I love storms. But I will tell you how I got that from the cards. I don't know how much you know about tarot, Anna. Do you know much about the tarot? Do you know much about cards? Oh, I was just asking, do you know much about the tarot cards? Do you know much about tarot cards and meanings and stuff like that? You don't have to understand what I tell you, but a little bit, you probably don't know. I'll probably be able to tell you enough that what I tell you will make sense, if that makes sense. Yeah. And I might even tell you why I didn't want to say it here. Because normally when I see what I saw, it doesn't mean what it meant to me just then. But it did then. All right. So next up is Brianna. I'm going to quit talking about that, but that is crazy how that came. I'm telling you, tarot is freaking real. This shit's real, right? But let's go, Bree. Thank you, Anna. Let's go, Bree. Bree is a Gemini. No, wait, this is Mandy. Wait, did I skip Brianna? What happened here? Hang on a minute. Who is next? Why did Brianna, I have not read for you yet. Okay, Brianna, you are next. All right, here we go, Brianna. Hey, Joanna. I saw yours come through. You're after Diana. Joanna, I'm going to put yours. I'll go ahead and put you. I'll go ahead and update real quick. Hey, Bree Love. I got you. I'm coming. And Davey, see if you got that email because I didn't see it come through yet. All right, here we go. All right, Miss Bree. Bree, you were going to tell me your zodiac sign too, if you want me to know that, Bree. Oh, you're a Cancer. You did tell me. Okay, love bug. I just got out of an abusive relationship. What is the rest of the year looking like for me? Let me just say something before I pull the first card for you, Bree. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. That takes courage. Nobody knows unless you've been there. And even then, every experience is different. So I'm not going to sit and say, I know how you feel. But it is sometimes hard to leave those situations. It's very painful. It's a very painful experience to go through. It's gut wrenching. It's horrific. And I am proud of you. And I want you to always stay safe in every way, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually and mentally too. Okay, let's see what the rest of the year looks like for you. Are you asking about love specifically or just in general? Breathe a Cancer, please. Breathe a Cancer. In general. Okay. What can Bree expect in general for the rest of this year? What does it look like here? Hold on a minute. I just got a weather update. Give me 1 minute, Bree. Severe thunderstorm warning for the next 45 minutes. Okay, so it's not been upgraded. It's just going to be thundering. All right. What does the rest of the year look like for Bree? The rest of the year for Bree the Cancer, please. The rest of the year for Bree the Cancer. The rest of the year for Bree. For Bree the Cancer. Page of Pentacles. I like that. I will. I'll be safe. Page of Pentacles. Friendship. And that's important. That's important, especially right now. You got support. I don't know if this is friends or family. I also think, are you a mom by chance, Bree? Your child is going to be fine. I got the Page of Pentacles. I do think you're going to be focused on your child a lot this year. Your child is going to be okay. I got the Page of Pentacles that came out in the upright. I do feel like you've got a friend or friends that you are going to make or that are already there that are going to be very nice to have during this rest of the year. So I think you're going to be focused on your son. I think you're going to be focused on friendships, building that support system for yourself, which is good, right? That's pretty solid. That's pretty stable. Page of Wands. I like that. Okay, we're going to see about the Hangman in reverse. Four of Pentacles. Here's what I get. I do feel like you're going to if you don't already, you're going to feel this newfound sense of freedom that's going to feel good. Davy, yours came through, by the way. It just came through, love. You are going to find this new sense of freedom. And you're going to feel all of a sudden you can speak your mind. All of a sudden you don't have to worry. Oh, okay. All of a sudden, you're going to not have to worry anymore. You're going to have this newfound sense of freedom. And I don't know if you heard me say this, but your son is going to be fine. You are going to be focused. Oh, okay, Blair. Go back about 50 minutes. That should, if you rewind, if you go to minus 50, that should take you to right within a couple of minutes of where it was. But if you want to rewind, or you can catch it after because I'm time stamping it. But anyway, okay. Sorry, Bree. Your son is going to be fine. You're going to be very focused on your son. And you also have a friend or will have a friend or friends that are going to be there for you as a support. You're building your support. It's really good. I do feel like you've got this newfound sense of freedom where you realize you can speak out and not worry about walking on eggshells with the Page of Wands here in the upright. You can speak your mind. You don't have to worry. I feel like you're just going to feel lighter. Okay. I think you're going to have to worry a lot less. There's just a lot less fucks to give, if that makes sense. So that's good. The thing that I think you may struggle with is vulnerability. Vulnerability, opening up and talking about this. And there's a time and a place for it. But I kind of feel like you may be tempted to try to bypass the healing on this thing a little bit with the Hangman in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. And it's understandable, but at the same time, you got to take your time and invest in yourself, right? You got to do that. I think you're going to be tempted to do that. So I definitely see some positives here. And I think you're going to be tempted to want to bypass that healing process. And I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. Find you a support journal, get it out. Journal, find maybe even therapy or a group thing or something like that. You know, a friend can be helpful. You don't want to be so much so that you trauma dump, right? But when it gets to that point, that's whenever you say, okay, I might need a professional, right? It's going to be hard to open up. I think you're going to be healing from things like codependency. And I'm going to be real with you. I think you still have, you go to therapy. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Um, I don't think it's fully hit you yet. Does this make sense? And I don't think that there's anything bad left to happen. I just think it hasn't fully hit you yet, everything that you've gone through. I don't think it has. Does this make sense? And that's, I think there's a lot, I think you're going to realize how much you compromised your own self and you neglected yourself for this person. I'm literally getting the energy of codependency. Okay. And I think you still may have love for this person. And that is probably hard for you to reconcile. But I don't want you to beat yourself up. You can't help who you love. It doesn't mean you want to, it doesn't mean you have to be with that person, but you can absolutely accept the fact that you love a person that abused you. And that's okay. It doesn't have to make sense. And you don't want to be with that person. All of those things can be true at the same time. That you loved a person who was mean to you, who was bad to you, right? So there's a lot of, you're going to be feeling a lot of emotions. I don't think this has fully hit you yet. I think as you start to unpack this, it's going to hit you hard. I think it's going to be really tough when you unpack this and you realize everything. I don't think the full extent of this thing has really hit you yet. That's what I keep getting from this thing. And I think when it does, I think it's going to be tough. But I'm glad you're in therapy. That's good. I want you to start some practices that you may or may not already be doing. In addition to therapy, she's probably your therapist. He or she has probably got you journaling. If not, I want you to write letters to people and burn them. Okay, that helps. I want you to do some shadow work. Yes, exactly. And I get that because I beat myself up for a long time and said, "How could you love this person?" And I finally said, "Stop being so judgmental of yourself." And almost when I let go of being judgmental of myself for loving somebody who treated me badly, that with that came a level of peace and a level of healing because I accepted the part of myself that didn't make sense. And that's okay, right? But nonetheless, I want you to daily meditate, grounding, centering, shielding. And when you're going through what you're going through right now, and this is going to be true for a while, Bree, I want you to ramp up self-care. I want you to take all of that love that you were showing that other person and put it into you. It is time for you to invest all of that emotion and love into yourself. I really feel like that from the cards that I'm seeing is going to be very important. And I do get that you're not alone in this thing. I think you've got support around you. I've got that yet again here in the cards. Okay. So that's what I've got, Bree. And if you think my shadow work stuff will help you, then go be a part of Fam Jam. That's cheap. It's like $10 a month. And I've got like lots of stuff on healing and emotional healing. And I personally think a good therapist and shadow work goes hand in hand. Yes, Thavy. Turning pain into power. You are damn right. Yes. Yes. And the freedom that you feel, the best way to explain it, it's liberating. It's liberating. It's liberating. But, I've got a meme somewhere on my phone and it says, "You're going to be powerful, but first there's the burning." So you've got a long road ahead of you, Bree. I see it in the cards. But let it happen. Let the tower fall. Let the shoe drop. When it hits you, allow yourself to sit down and grieve. Allow yourself to sit down and grieve when it hits you. Don't fight it. When you feel like you need to cry, as soon as you can, you get somewhere, you get by yourself, you allow yourself that. Don't fight it. Because that's literally what I see here. I feel like there's going to come a point in time where it hits you in a way that it hasn't, and you are going to be just, and that's okay. That's a part of it. And I'm not going to sit and say I know how you feel or I know how it feels. But as a person who is a survivor myself, that this all clocks with me, this whole thing. So I hope that helps you, Bree. And I wish you so much success going forward. I really do. And next up is Mandy. I hope that helped you, Bree. Well, yeah, you are on the right path. That's for sure. And I appreciate that. Hey, the mommy guy. How you doing? The thing about it is, and I appreciate what you're saying, and I'm sorry you had to experience it too. But Bree, if I had not gone through that, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be living my best life. It's literally the thing that turns pain into power. Thavy's not wrong. She's absolutely right. It's like you take that thing that sets you back and you approach it the right way, and it springs you forward like unbelievably. So I would never want to have to go through it again. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but I'm glad I had the experience. Is that crazy? And you'll not be able to say that for a while, and that's okay. It's okay to be angry that you went through all of this. It's okay for you to sit and bang your hands up on the table and say, this isn't fair. For a minute, but only for a minute, for a little bit. I don't want you to stay in that. That's the point, right? God, it is lightning out there. If I lose power, y'all, I will come back on as soon as I get power. All right. And I will absolutely do these as soon as I get power. If something happens that I lose electricity, okay? Hey, Dream of Dark. I like your screen name, by the way. So if you want to book a question, the link to all the information you need is pinned at the top of this chat. It's also rolling across the bottom of the screen. You can either do it on my website and book a mini reading there, or you can send a cash out, whichever you like, Dream of Dark. Well, hey, Michelle, my belle. How you doing, beautiful? But Bree, you know you're going to be a badass, right? I'm just telling you. I hate to spoiler alert, but you're going to be a badass. Okay, Michelle. Sounds like a plan. All right, let's go to you will. You probably are a badass, but you're going to be even more of one. In fact, this will redefine what badass even means to you in the best of ways. Right? So, all right, Miss Mandy. Miss Mandy. All right, Mandy is a Gemini. Interested in the coworker. Is this coworker interested in more than friendship? Oh, this is the mommy guy. Hey, the mommy guy. Okay, Mandy, let's see what we got. Do y'all hear that thunder? Can y'all hear it? Let's see what this coworker, if this coworker is interested in something more than friendship with Mandy the Gemini. Let's see if this coworker, yeah, I know it's like, is this coworker interested in more than friendship? Give me this coworker towards Mandy the Gemini. Give me this coworker toward Mandy the Gemini. if I lose power, I will stay up. I will stay in contact with you guys on my community post. Okay, I'll post on my community post and let y'all know. Okay, so just if you got a reading booked and we lose power, just all right. We shouldn't. I have underground utilities in this neighborhood, so I'm hoping I'll be okay. All right, let's see what we got. No, I could lose. I guess, well, no, the internet's underground too, though. So give me this coworker towards Mandy the Gemini. Give me this coworker toward Mandy the Gemini. Give me the coworker toward Mandy the Gemini. Give me the coworker. Is this coworker interested in more than friendship? Give me this coworker toward Mandy the Gemini. Give me the coworker toward Mandy the Gemini. Give me the coworker toward Mandy the Gemini. Okay. Give me the coworker toward Mandy the Gemini. Seven of Swords, Judgment, Chariot. Yeah, I think so. But the problem is I think this person may still be, I think this person may be hung up on somebody from their past too. I think that the coworker is intrigued by you. Let's put it that way. But I don't know that now the coworker may also have trust issues. Seven of Swords is here. Judgment, Chariot. I think the coworker has some thoughts about this, but holds back from doing anything. I saw that with that Ace of Cups in reverse, that jumper. Is the coworker, I don't know if the coworker is fresh out of a connection or if they're just not over a past person, right? But let's get more on this for you, Mandy. Let's get more on this, Mandy. This person finds you very, torn. They're torn. They find you very attractive. They're still hung up on their ex. They're not over their ex. Two of Wands in reverse. That clarified it. But again, they find you very attractive. Hold on a minute. I think this person is going to eventually do something towards you, though, Mandy. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. This coworker feels like you're a cut above, like you're different from everybody else that they've met, Mandy. And I do think this coworker is interested, but I don't want you to rush through this thing. I feel like this person has a lot to go through. And you know what I always tell people, don't put your life on hold. But yeah, the coworker is attracted to you for sure. The coworker is definitely attracted to you, but still healing from something from the past. But you are like a breath of fresh air to this person, believe it or not. And so I hope that gave you some clarity, Mandy. He went through a separation and divorce the last couple of years. Yeah. So he's still healing from that. I think he will be fine in time. And I think he struggles to open up about that. And I know, people that work with you, people at work know you go through that stuff. Yeah, he's very focused on that, right? The Hierophant in the reverse, he's trying to recover from that financially and in other ways, maybe even health-wise, all right? Emotionally, maybe even health-wise. I don't know if it would make sense financially for sure, but emotionally for sure too. But I feel like possibly even health issues, right? But he doesn't want that person back. He's just not healed from it yet. Does that make sense? He's done. He's done with it, but he's still just not over it, if that makes sense. I think there are, things that cause him to remember. I think there are things that take him back. When you hear songs and stuff like that for a little bit, it goes, he's got to go through that. Does that make sense? That's what I got. God, that lightning is crazy. But I hope that helped you. Mandy. Tavy. Just like Navy wavy. Okay, well, thank you. Really, Blair? Thank you so much for telling me that. Wow. Good. I'm glad that helped you. I'm glad that helped you. Yeah, it's thundering like crazy. But again, if we lose power, y'all just go over to my community post section and I'll keep you posted on what we're doing. But what? Okay, that makes sense, Blair. I still don't think they told you everything that was going on, but I don't think they were being sneaky about it. I think that they would, I think they just were, you know, some things you just keep inside the company, right? Does that make sense? He might would, Mandy, eventually. Ah, he was as forthcoming as he could be. Okay, I gotcha. So maybe I filled in some blanks for you, Blair. Maybe I filled in some blanks for you. Oh, well, thank you, love. As always, I appreciate you. Hey, Danita. This thunder. What in the hell? Hold on and let me go look at the weather real quick, y'all. We got some winds, y'all. We got some winds. God, there's not, we're not under tornado watch or, whatever. There's a very, 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 very low risk of tornado, and they're not even saying it, but it's like it's never zero. It's never zero, especially here in Tornado Alley. Is it storming there too, Danita? Yeah, it's very loud and like it's lightning, it's cutting up. And like I'm not scared of thunderstorm. Look, I grew up on the Gulf Coast. Okay. I grew up in hurricanes. All right. I don't get scared over weather. Now I don't act stupid. I do. I live in Tuscaloosa now, but I used to live on the Gulf Coast in South Alabama. Now I'm in Central Alabama in Tornado Alley. I gotcha. Yeah, I bet you don't see a lot of rain out there. I love rain, actually. Let me tell you, if I wasn't reading right now, I'd be posted up in my bed. But I'm kind of in my zone reading right now, so but there's I don't feel like I'm in any sort of threat. If I was under a tornado watch or warning, I would probably wrap this up. But they said early on that there was just really not expected to be that. Oh, really, Toby? Well, now you know me. Well, thank you, Blair. You should hear Anna's reading. Oh my God, I freaking nailed her too. That's crazy. I love it when I get in the zone, though. I have fun. All right, Anastasia, thank you for being patient. You're the sweetest. All right, let's read for Anastasia. Let's read for Anastasia and the Aries. I was reading that before we got on here. Let's see what's going on with this Aries. Had an interaction today with the Aries. All right, let's see what's going on with the Aries. It is pouring down rain outside. Oh, really, Anastasia? Look, I love thunder. I'm a strange one, though. I love rain and storms. In another life, Blair, I would be a fucking storm chaser. All right, what's going on with this Aries? How's the Aries feeling right now? How's the Aries feeling right now? Give me a vibe check on the Aries, please. Give me a vibe check on the Aries toward Anastasia. How's the Aries feeling right now? Eight of Wands wants to talk again. Yes, Tavy. Like Reed Timmer. Give me this Aries. Give me this Aries toward Anastasia. Give me this Aries toward Anastasia. Give me this Aries toward Anastasia, please. Give me this Aries toward Anastasia. She loves you, and there's nobody like you. What is she walking away from? She wants to walk away from something, but she's afraid to tell it or say it. I don't know who it is. She feels like it would upset the apple cart. Oh God, she's so torn. Two of Pentacles. She's so torn. She's so torn. I think she wants to walk away from that person and come towards you. And the thing about it is, she's very torn. Two of Pentacles here. She doesn't want to, Hangman in reverse. She doesn't want to do something on impulse. She doesn't want to do something without thinking it through. But man, she's really torn. Man, she's really torn. Two of Pentacles here. Eight of Wands. She definitely wants to talk to you again. She's very intrigued. I think she enjoyed talking with you, I think she wants to talk to you again, but she is so torn. Anastasia. Tower. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Wands. Ah, God, she is so burdened. She's so torn and so burdened. Tower. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. The Fool in reverse. She's just afraid to do anything about it. She's afraid it would create chaos. She talks herself out of it. She says, I got to keep this under wraps. She says, I got to keep this under wraps. She loves you so much, though. She says, there's nobody she's ever met like you. Two of Swords in the reverse. Ten of Swords in the reverse. She feels selfish for wanting to be with you. I don't know if that makes sense or not. She feels like it would be selfish to try to do this. But she definitely, it's like she knows what she wants. She just doesn't know what to do. When she's torn, it's not that she doesn't know who she loves. She loves you. She's not torn about who she loves. She's torn about what to do, if that makes sense, Anastasia. I kind of think she's going to sit tight for a little bit as far as where she's at. But I mean to tell you, God, look, she loves you. She freaking loves you. She really is not happy right now with her life. Five of Cups. But she kind of feels like it would be selfish or irresponsible for her to upset the apple cart is what I'm getting. Boy, she really would like to. I think she thinks eventually you guys will be together, just not right now. That's her thoughts. Yeah. She says eventually I'm coming towards Anastasia. But it's going to be whenever I can be stable and feel right about things. That's what I got. That's what I got, my love. I hope that helps. I hope that helps you, Anastasia, and gives you a little bit of clarity on where she's at right now. I do think you'll hear from her again. I do think she wants to talk again. I think it really Eight of Wands. I think it brightens her day to hear from you, to talk to you. But I hope that helps you, my love. You'll have to let me know. Excuse me. We're on Diana. Let's see what's up, Diana. But yeah, I could totally be a storm chaser. There's like, I don't know all the ins and outs, but like when I was growing up, I used to ask my mother all these questions. Anytime there was a hurricane out in the Gulf and we didn't know where it was coming, we would all be watching it to see where it would go, because anybody on the Gulf Coast, would be like paying attention to that the whole hurricane season, right? And I would be asking her like a crap ton of questions. And she looked at me and she said, I hope you marry a weatherman so that he can tell you everything you need to know. And I just died laughing. But, I took as one of my electives when I was in college, and my degree is in accounting. But when I was in college, one of my electives I took was physical geography, which is weather. And let me tell you, that was one of my most favorite classes. I had a ball in that class, and I had a real fun teacher too. He was hard, but he was really fun. Anyway, Diana, let's read for you, love. Let's read for Diana. Diana is asking about Alan, the Aquarius Sun, Gemini Moon. Very airy. He's a Gemini Moon like you. God, I bet the banter between you two would be delicious. I bet you guys would be hilarious to the banter between y'all. The sense of humor. Gemini Moons have hilarious sense of humors. Give me Alan's intentions towards Diana. Alan, the Aquarius, toward Diana. Alan, the Aquarius, toward Diana. Intentions, please. Give me this Aquarius's intentions toward Diana. Give me this Aquarius's intentions toward Diana. Give me the Aquarius's intentions toward Diana. Give me this Aquarius. Intentions. Alan, the Aquarius, toward Diana. Four of Pentacles, King of Cups. Woo, Ace of Swords. He's already feeling feelings for you, but he don't want to tell you. He don't want to open up to you yet, but he will. And he does want to start something with you. He wants a relationship. He wants to offer something to you. But he's keeping, why is he keeping that to himself at the moment? Why is he holding back those feelings? Let's find out. Four of Pentacles, why are you here? He's got deep feelings already. He's already feeling emotions toward you. I'm assuming, Diana, this would be a new person. You'll have to let me know. Lovers. God, he is so into you. Eight of Swords. Who's someone I talked to back on? Sure, he came back around. Oh, okay. So it would almost be like a new person. Yeah. He doesn't want you to think he's moving too fast, but he feels a very deep connection to you. He never forgot you. Never. He never forgot you. Never forgot you. Chariot. He intends he wants a relationship with you. He wants this to move forward. He's ready. I mean, he's not he's holding back telling you exactly how deeply he feels this. I think he will in time. I think he will open up. I gotcha. And that kind of makes sense with that could totally make sense with what I'm seeing here. But he doesn't want you to know that he feels very deeply. And I don't, he may have even loved you back then. He may have even loved you back in the past. All right. He may have always been in love with you. But just realized that he felt like you were involved with somebody else back in the past. You may have had somebody else in the past or whatever. But he wants to move forward. And I've got honesty. Yeah. I got a lot of flirtiness too with the Page of Wands here. He'll be flirting a lot. He's going to hold back for a little bit telling you how he feels, but he will. Oh, no, he's going to show you. He going to make you fall in love with him first. Look, Diana Guzman. You know that Earth, Wind, and Fire song, If You Fall in Love with Me? Yeah. That's what I'm getting. He wants to woo you. He's going to give you an opportunity to fall in love with him. And he is going, man, when I tell you he's going to pull out all the stops, he's going to be doing everything. That's what I got. I like this guy. I like him. I like him. Keep me posted. It's like, I'm not going to tell you I love you. I'm going to show you. That's the energy that I've got. I'm not going to tell you I love you. I'm going to show you. And when I show you, it's going to win your heart. And you're going to love me too. Yeah, a lot of air in this chart. Yeah. You'll know it by his actions before he tells you. You'll know he loves you by his actions before he puts it into words. That Aquarius will keep him a little bit more grounded. Because I know air is crazy, but Aquarius is a little more fixed and a little more stable. And I will say this too, Diana. Gemini, Moon, and Sun, we can get bored, but with the right person, we'll be ride or die. And I think with you and with your sense of humor, because you can match that Gemini energy, the part that gets bored. You can go toe to toe, like in a good way, right? And you're a Sag rising. I mean, come on now. You can keep up with that Gemini energy. Do you understand what I mean? I think other people, yeah, he would get bored. Probably not with you. Probably not with you. In fact, he's telling me he never met anybody like you before. I told you that. Didn't I tell you that? Yeah. He feels a very strong connection to you. I pulled the Lover's card on this thing. But that's what I got. I love that. That's sweet. That's sweet. But I hope that helps you. I like that one, Diana. I like that one. You'll have to keep me posted for sure. I really like that. Next up is Joanna. Joanna, I'm going to see if you did you put your question on Cash App, or do you need me to there we go. Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Joanna, are you here? And thank you, Diana. One second, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right. Yeah, I saw it. I got you, Joanna. All right, Miss Joanna. Joanna is wanting to know what I should know now and how does Kay feel about me? I'm going to read for Kay first. Can I do Kay first? And then, oh, I love you too, Joanna. Thank you for that. That is so sweet. Can I read for Kay first? Can I switch the order on you? Would you get mad at me if I did that? All right. I don't know if you heard. Okay. All right. Good. How does Kay feel about Joanna? How does Kay feel towards Joanna? Give me Kay toward Joanna. Give me Kay toward Joanna. Kay toward Joanna, please. Give me Kay toward Joanna. Give me Kay toward Joanna. Give me Kay toward Joanna. 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 Hold on 1 second. Give me Kay toward Joanna. 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 The Fool card in the reverse, the King of Pentacles. Two of Wands in the reverse. Not, kind of back and forth on what to do. Invested, but not really wanting to do anything towards you. And torn about what to do. Two of Wands, why are you here in the reverse? Why are you here in the reverse? What's with this being torn? What's wrong? What's about this decision? Why are you holding back from making a decision, okay? Why are you holding back from making a decision? Why are you holding back from making a decision? God, the indecision kills me. The Two of Pentacles here. Is there possibly somebody else that she's torn between you and them? Nine of Swords. Good God Almighty. This person is more up in their head than you can ever imagine about what to do, what to do, what to do. She thinks about this a lot, a lot. It's like paralysis by analysis about what to do about, making a decision to come forward. And that's why the Fool card is here in the reverse. Paralysis by analysis. She's very invested. I have no idea why she's so torn. She may have some fears. All right. She may have some fears. Six of Pentacles in reverse, Hermit in reverse. So yeah, I feel like I'm picking up third party energy here, Joanna. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Hermit in the reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. You know, she thinks about reaching out and making contact with you, but she doesn't feel like that would be fair. You know what's interesting though? The Star card. Why is that here? God, she's so torn. So much third party energy here. She's not happy where she's at. I will also tell you that. She's not happy where she's at. She's not giving up hope on this connection with you. I almost feel like she's dealing with somebody that she's not happy with. Oh, hey, America, USA. Thank you. I love you too. I'm going to see ultimately what she's going to do, if anything, Joanna. I'm going to see ultimately what she's going to do. Ultimately, what's she going to do? What's she going to do ultimately? That's very sweet of you, America, USA. I appreciate that. Love you right back. Ultimately, what's she going to do towards Joanna? Oh, thank you for that. Ultimately, what's Kay going to do towards Joanna? Ultimately, what's she going to do, if anything? Nothing. She's stuck on, she is stuck. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. She's fixated on you, but not doing anything. Two of Wands in reverse. It's like she's refusing to make a decision to do anything any differently than you know, she thinks about moving towards you. She really does. But I guess get this paralysis by analysis. Yeah. And she thinks about it and just turns her back on the idea and abandons the idea and talks herself out of it and says she shouldn't. Does that make sense? That's what I got, Joanna. That's what I got. She's very invested though, Joanna. Very. I hope that gave you some clarity on that question for you. And thank you, America USA. That is so sweet. Let's see what you need to know right now, Joanna. Let's look at that on your second question. All right. What does Joanna need to know right now? What needs to be told to Joanna? Tell me what she needs to know for her highest good. What does Joanna need to know for her highest good? What does Joanna need to know for her highest good? What does Joanna need to know for her highest good, please? What does Joanna need to know for her highest good? What does Joanna need to know for her highest good? Is it her family? I got a third party or something pulling at her. I mean, it's possible that that's family. It could be family, but I got a third party. But sometimes, Joanna, the family can be almost like they've got such a hold on them. So it could be that. I'm getting to tell you not to give up on love. Don't give up on love. And don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay? You will be, there is a soulmate out here that you're going to take a leap of faith with. But I almost feel like you may be struggling, feeling jaded or hopeless about love. And I'm getting to tell you not to give up on love, that you will find love. You are going to be in a partnership. You will take a leap of faith with someone. I don't know. I don't know if it's who you want. I think it's somebody different. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more for Joanna. And I love you too, Joanna. Thank you. Tell me more on this, please. Yeah, this is somebody new. This is, I see, you know, Spirit is saying heal and release this. Oh God, there's somebody here stable. It's either, it could be an earth sign. It could be somebody doing very well financially. It's somebody very grounded, very reliable. Oh my God, Joanna. Look at here. This is your yin yang. This is your person right here. That Spirit is telling you about your person. All right. Spirit is telling you about your counterpart. And it's telling, I mean, look, I normally do not get shit like this in readings, but this is telling me to tell you to release this, walk away. This is not somebody that's aligned for you. And you know what Spirit also is telling me to tell you? If you got this, it wouldn't be what you think it would be. If you got this, it wouldn't be what you think it would be, and you would quickly change your mind and realize this isn't even what you want. So I know this is super hard. You know, I'm so fucking blunt, and I'm not trying to be, but I'm just telling you what I see in the cards here. But Spirit's telling me to tell you, walk away from this and heal. Walk away from this and heal. This is not for your highest good. But you've got somebody here that is dynamite. Dynamite. Like solid. This is solid. You're just as down for them as they are for you. And I get prosperity with this person, or abundance. Abundance. Surrounded by the things you love. And I don't know if that's animals. I don't know if that's the beach. I don't know if that's people. I don't know if that's grandkids or money or food or what. But surrounded by the things that you love. I don't know if that makes any sense to you or not, Joanna. I normally don't get stuff like this. Especially in general readings, you know, and I don't always try to focus on love, but that's what came out. Is there anything else that she needs to know? Is there anything else that she needs to know? Somebody may have Taurus in their chart, Joanna. Oh, I got lots of them. I got lots of tips on healing. I have got entire videos. I've got an entire playlist about shadow work and healing on my Fam Jam playlist on my channel. Videos about that. What does somebody have Taurus in their chart? What's your sign? What is it about Taurus? But yeah, I have read tons of books on shadow work, Jungian psychology, and how to go through emotional healing. And I'm a poster child for shadow work and what I talk about. It's new. It's not coming yet. You got to go through the process. You got to go through the transformational healing. But I absolutely, yeah, you'll move forward. You'll move past this. Whoever this is, maybe at a distance or whatever. But I think you first got to, you got to get away from this muddy water. You have a Taurus moon. There it is. There it is. This person may have Earth in their chart like you. They may have Taurus in their chart. This person is emotionally stable, whoever it is. I hope that helps. 7 of Pentacles, divine timing. It's going to be some time plus work. So you got to roll your sleeves up and actually do the shadow work, right? There's tons of videos about how to do that over there, right? And I would really, it's the game changer. It is the game changer in your life experiences. I'm a firm believer in it, right? So I hope that helps you, love. I hope that helps you, Joanna. You'll have to let me know. Good. Good, good, good. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joanna. I appreciate you as always. And thank you for the kind words. I appreciate you. We're getting ready to read for Tavy. Tavy, are you still here, love bug? What's timestamp for you, Tavy? There she is. All right, Miss Tavy, here we go. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Tavy. Big hugs to you, my love. Wow. Okay. So let's look at work over the next 3 months for you, Tavy. Let's look at work for you over the next 3 months. I'm not going to say all that out loud. I mean, you probably don't, but I'm just, I read it all and I have my thoughts, but let's see what the cards say. How will work be for Tavy over the next 3 months? How will work be? How will work be over the next 3 months? How will work be over the next 3 months for Tavy? How will work be over the next 3 months? How will work be over the next 3 months? How will work be over the next 3 months for Tavy? How will work be over the next 3 months? Tavy, you may end up finding something else. Let me get more on this. I kind of feel like you've got something else that's going to cross your path, Tavy. It's interesting because I don't think your boss expects it. Let me see what I've got here. Tavy, you're going to have somebody offer you a job. I don't know if you're out there looking or not. It may be that somebody just offers you a job without you even looking. But I kind of feel like you're going to get a job offer, Tavy. And I feel like your boss doesn't see it coming. And I'm going to tell you what I think. I think your boss is going to realize that you're better than he gives you credit for. And he's going to try to keep you there. He don't want you to go. He's going to try to keep you from leaving. He may offer you more money to stay. But I have a thought on people that do that. It's like, if I was worth that, why didn't you pay me that all along? I may be wrong, but I kind of think your boss thinks he's going to realize that you're better than he gives you credit, Tavy. I think your boss preys on, I think your boss somehow has a sixth sense about your issues with confidence. And I think he literally plays on that. He does. He absolutely does. But there's another opportunity out here. I see it. Oh, okay. Well, why do I feel like there's something else out here? I feel like you're going to find another job and take a leap of faith. I see you going in a new direction. I don't think you're going to stay there. I don't think you're going to stick with this. I think you're going to be in a better situation. If that's the case, I think you're going to get more. I think you're going to get a job offer some way. Somebody here is going to cross your path and offer you something that's pretty good financially. And the boss is going to not want you to go. The boss is going to try to not get you to go. Possibly, yeah, possibly a grant. But I kind of feel like this is something new because I see your boss fighting to keep you there and I see you leaving. And I think he's like, oh God, we can't lose you. He may offer to pay you. I don't know. I don't know whether it's governmental or not. The cards are not specific on that, but it definitely is something that you feel much more, you like better. You feel much more in tune with whatever this new direction is. Yes. Yes. Hey, Miss Laura. Um, but yes, he will realize that. In fact, I think I think he doesn't give you enough credit. I think he needs you more than he lets on. And I think he doesn't appreciate you near to the amount that you deserve. Laura, I have not forgotten about you, my love. I'm going to get you either this evening or tomorrow. Okay. I know I owe you a read. See, you shouldn't be feeling like that. You shouldn't be feeling like that, Tavy. You shouldn't be feeling like that, the disappointed part. I get that you love him, but the fact that he's hard on you, that's especially with you doing gratis work like that. Mm-mm. No. Not at all. Yeah, I feel like you will. You're going to get a job offer making good money. I do feel that. There goes that thunder again. Wow. Well, I mean, it may be that you part ways with him. But I see because he's so hard on you. Yeah. But I feel like you're going to get an opportunity that crosses your path that is, yes, very positive. Very much so. Very much so. I did like that. And then with your current transformation, how different will I be in the next 3 months? So let's see in general, what do we see in the next 3 months as far as changes that will occur? Let's see here. I see you doing a lot more meditation and being a lot more at peace. I see your spirituality strengthening and increasing, your time spent in spiritual practices increasing. I think you'll become more dedicated to your spirituality. I remember that. I remember that, Tavy. I remember that. But I definitely see you feeling a lot more at peace than you do right now. There's a lot more peace, inner peace that's going to come. And that's good, right? That's good. I do think you're going to be getting more spiritual, serious about your spirituality, grounding, meditation, walks in nature, self-care. You're breaking some cycles, some toxic cycles and bad habits. I'm going to tell you something else. You are breaking some toxic cycles and bad habits of things that you do to sabotage that you don't realize it. I think you're overcoming a lot of that. And ways that you're hard on yourself, ways that you put yourself in situations that you unnecessarily get banged up. Maybe a little bit of codependency, okay? But it's kind of like you're removing yourself from situations where, yes, exactly. I see you start to have a lot more self-respect. And here's what's interesting. You may not notice this so much over 3 months because that's a little soon for this, but you will see this. My cards are telling me this, and I experienced this in my own journey. Tavy, did I tell you about my picture 7 years ago versus my picture now? Have you ever heard me talk about that? You're going to look better. in the future than you look now. And I know you're an attractive girl. I don't mean that, but you're going to have a glow up. Okay, so I've been on like a healing journey for quite a few years, right? And I've about a year or so ago, I found this came up on my Facebook memories, a picture that I made and posted of myself. It was a selfie on my Facebook, and I made this picture of myself 7 years ago. And at the time, I remember thinking it was a good picture. And I guess it was at the time. But I'm telling you, the pictures that I have now, I look younger now than I did 7 years ago. I look happier. I look more at peace. I look more like I just have had a physical glow up, and yet I've not done anything, to make myself have a physical glow up. It's all the inner work that I've done. And so the point I'm making is this is going to happen to you. My cards are telling me that physical glow up is going to happen to you because of the inner work that you're doing. It'll take years off of you when you work through that stuff, I'm telling you. And it makes you look better because you carry yourself with more confidence, and you're just going to be more attractive to people. And because you're coming in as this, going from the Nine of Wands to the Queen of Wands, that's definitely, a move in the right direction and breaking cycles and breaking patterns and the self-defeating thoughts. That's enough to, you know what I mean? But it's going to really, yes, very much so. You sure will, Tavy. You absolutely will. But I see you having a glow up, a physical glow up over this stuff because of the inner work that you're doing. The inner work. I think you're going to be a lot more selective about your friends. And that's going to help you a lot. Oh, that's going to help you a lot. And I'm going to tell you this, for what it's worth, the dark night of the soul is going to be over about 3 months from now. My cards are telling me the tough cycle's almost done. 10 of Wands in reverse. You're very close. You're very close to being at the end of that dark night of the soul. You're about to see the sun come out from behind those clouds. I see it. I see it in the cards. Oh, I want you to love yourself. I really want you to love yourself. I want you to pour that love into yourself. My cards are telling me to tell you that. Ace of Wands, you're going to be turning over. This is going to be a game changer for you. Ace of Wands is like a passionate new beginning. Next chapter, passionate new beginning. It's where you feel passionate, right? And you're just like, yes, what a great, you wake up and you're just like, what a great day it's a great day to be alive, right? And but there's a passionate new beginning here, and I'm not sure what it is exactly. It could just be like a new lease on life, but it's where you get your groove back with the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're going to start to see things very clearly, a lot more clarity, a lot more discerning, a lot more confident, a lot more confident, a lot more confidence. I love that for you. So you're moving in a good direction, Tavy. My cards say so. And I love that for you. I love that for you. You're going to get clarity. That Five of Swords came up in reverse for a reason. You're going to see things very clearly. You're going to get a lot more clarity about things. You're also going to be more discerning energetically, right? You're going to be able to read the room, read people a lot. You know what I'm saying, right? So I like that for you. But you're going to suddenly see very clearly. I love that for you. Yeah, I don't see y'all leaving on bad terms. I don't see y'all leaving on bad terms. I don't, Tavy. I don't. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. And that speaks well of you. Thank you, Tavy. Thank you. As always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. But I hope that gave you some clarity, love. Do you see me yawning? What in the heck? Goodness, I think it's that thunder's kicking in and it's making me want to nap. I do. I don't have any available right now, but I may change that because I've got a couple of people interested in doing one. Somebody else said earlier they wanted to do it. In fact, I may go ahead and add one. I've got, yeah, let me do this. I'm going to do one of the detailed ones. I do, yeah. I do a lot of career readings. I like reading for career. I definitely do. I think it's fun. But yeah, I do career and stuff like that. I enjoy doing for career. But I think we may, since you are, I think we're done. Yeah. I don't think anybody else was going to book. So I think we will. No, so what it is, Tavy, is if you want to book like a career reading, you can just like when you look on 2 and 3 question readings, they don't have to be about romance. They can be about whatever. You can just when you put your questions in, you can just put your questions in. What about my career? Or will I get this job? Or, whatever, right? Or how does my career look? I have people ask about investments and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't read. I tell you what, I don't read for. I don't read for health. I don't do timeline predictions like when will so and so happen, and I don't do health or in pregnancy, right? I don't do those, but yeah, a lot of times people ask me about family stuff going on, So it's just, you can just book, and it's those readings that are 2 and 3 question readings. You can book whatever questions you have, right? You decide what they are. Thank you, Tavy. Thank you. But I appreciate y'all so much. Everybody that booked with me, greatly do. Greatly do. Uh-oh. But I think we are going to call it a night. There we go. And I will go ahead and get timestamps up momentarily. Thanks to everybody who booked with me. I greatly appreciate you guys so much. I love y'all to the moon and back, and I will see you guys later on. All right. Good night, y'all. Peace.